What up? What up? People should be joining up. Hopefully. 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 Yo, yo, yo. Oh, yo, yo, yo. My bad, baby. I'm home. We're live, brothers and sisters. Join up, YouTube. Join on YouTube. Tap in. We're gonna backtest. Chill Sunday stream. Getting ready for next week. Not this week, next week, brothers. Yo, what's up? What's up? What is good? Man, I can't fix this. There you go. What's up? What's up? Oops. What's up? What's up? Join up. Join up. All right, let's. This was from yesterday's stream. Trade we took. Let me see. You going live when market opens? Nah, not today. I'm just back testing. I'm not trading till next year. What am I doing? Let's just delete everything. Mark out the zones again. Let me see. Perfect unicorn right here. Bearish bias for the day. Let's actually name these breaker block. Mm, Fortunately, it doesn't fit there. Let me save this preset. Save as breaker. How do I do this? Top. Breaker block right there. Then we have our gap right here. What's up? What's up? Join up. We're just starting the live stream, letting people join up, prepping everything to backtest. The breaker block, and then this is the breakaway gap. Breakaway gap. We have our market structure shift right here. And we have a tap on the breaker. On the 3-minute, do we have SMT down here? Let me check. We do not have SMT. No SMT, alright. And we took a short on entry. Stops above the high. We were actually targeting the body here. The low of the body. And we got edged by a couple ticks right there. That was a manual close. Hey, Chato, what's up, brother? Join the live stream. Join up, join up. Let me save these presets. Let's do save as market structure shift. Save as breakaway gap. Shut the fuck up. ¿Quién te gusta? There we go. Join the live stream. Alright. This is the trade we took. I think I'm gonna begin, even if we don't have many people in here. I'm gonna record. And I'm just gonna begin the lesson, brothers. Y'all can watch it later. So, to start, let's look at how we're doing so far. We've taken, I think, 4 trades. Yep, 4 trades so far. 2 wins, 1 L, 1 break even. This is our stats. 50% win rate. Didn't count as a break even. Don't know why. But we're just gonna keep going, alright? We're gonna keep going. Today is, let's go to the next day. This is the macro right here. We do a top-down analysis. We start from the daily time frame. Oh boy, give me a second. All right. We start from the daily time frame, right? Daily. We check the bias. Currently, when we're sitting in the bearish imbalance, even though we swipe liquidity, let me see. We are respecting bullish gaps. and we are retracing into a bearish gap right here. Got respected twice. Um, I mean, clear manipulation down here, liquidity. I do think the stronger draw might be this gap, not this one. Even though we are on a downtrend, can we continue making a lower low towards the sell side liquidity? I mean, it is respecting a higher time frame bearish gap. I'm gonna say neutral. Really, I'm gonna say neutral since we're sitting on imbalances on both sides. And then we do a 4 hour analysis. Let's see, let's look at the 4 hour. Clear V-shaped recovery, no market structure shift. I want to see a shift from this breaker. Not really shifting right there. We are, however, inversing um a bearish gap with a nice recovery, and the draw could be these highs, but not really too excited about that. Say bullish since we are inversing a couple gaps. We could catch a deeper retracement inside of the zone, even though we are on a downtrend. 1 hour. Let's see. Same thing on the 1 hour. Respects a bullish gap, inverses another gap here. No real market structure shift just yet, but I do think these highs are going to get tapped right here. This is a good draw on liquidity right there. So on the 1 hour, we're bullish. And we do 15-minute, and we're going to do 5-minute as well. 15-minute. Same thing, we're inversing a bullish gap. Still doesn't meet the draw on liquidity, which is up here. Nor, so we have a good heavy zone, good untapped highs up here, which I do want to see price come trade into inside the macro, which we are inside the macro. We are bullish for the day. Um, let's look at the narrative here. No real unicorn just yet. Maybe we want to see a manipulation deeper inside, even though it already swept these lows. I feel like we're just gonna meet the draw on liquidity up here. Let's see. Let's play the macro. It's 9:45. We only trade in macro time, so let's play this and see what happens. But I do expect those highs to get met. If they don't get met here, we might look for an entry long when this pushes long. So we do want to see that narrative play for longs. If we can manipulate. Oh, I forgot a step. Mark out the kill zones. Let's see. Let me mark them out real quick. 2, 6. Yup, this is London High right here. London High. This is super important. The London low has already been swept, so yeah, my draw is bullish. Let me look at ES real quick to see if it tapped the London high. So it's untapped on ES. Nope, there's a bearish SMT at the highs. Bearish SMT at ES. And ES is trading inside of a bearish gap. See what happens. Going deep within the range. Nothing just yet. We're coming down here to OTE. I mean, I would want to see this order block get inversed, which is deep, deep within the range. But I still hold up. I mean, we did have this bullish mitigation right here. No real tap though. Looking at ES, yeah, I do want to see the shift happen up here, even though we already had a small one down here. We want to see an inverse of that for us to consider longs. This could have been our entry, right here. I need a. Let's get the spreadsheet again, because this is another scenario that I'm for sure gonna get in the future because it happened to me. Let me see. It happened to me on forward testing like 2 weeks ago. So in these scenarios where, look, let me see. Would would the market structure shift what I counted when the body closes another body disregarding the wick? Or should I be waiting for the wick to get inversed? You see how right here, let me see, there's too many. Alright, look. This right here, this is a bearish order block, right? This is a breaker block right here because it's the order block that sweeps these lows right here. So this is the strong, strong bearish order block. But when we see it get inversed and with a bullish bias, we want to see those strong bearish confluences get disrespected. And here we have our breaker block. And right here, you could see that the fair value gap that breaks structure. Yeah, this was our entry. We missed it. But this is good though. This is real good. We had our bag template already. There we go. So right here we have this was the entry we missed right here. Probably down here. And probably the target would be London highs, which are right here. Or you could aim for the FVG higher. But this in itself was already the move happening in real time. I was waiting to see if we were going to close above this wick or above this. So I'm going to stay tuned to see if it presents another gap. So there is, we can look to enter, even though we missed the trade, I can look to enter with the limit. Let's put a limit. Let's put a new limit. So that's the OG. Let me actually keep that one because that was the first entry. But we could do same thing. Probably target the low of the gap, just right there. So I'm gonna place it with a limit. I'm gonna risk 150 since we missed the trade. Let's save it. And let's take a screenshot on the same calendar. Screenshot, confidence. I mean, it looks pretty good to me. 80%. 4 stars because we took a late entry. Let's save it. Let's watch it play out. I mean, we could just deliver to our buy side liquidity. See if it respects it. All right, just watching that we already swept these highs. I might want to move my break even towards probably this low right here, cutting our risk in half. We do not want to see this retrace more than it already has. We want to see it deliver towards at least these highs right here. Let's watch it play out. Another deep retracement. And that's it for that trade. Small loss. That's fine. We did want to see this push up. Let's see how this trade would have played out. Was this within the macro? Yeah, it was. Looks like it wants to go deeper. That's fine. That would have been it. All right. We took a loss. The first macro, small loss. We delete everything and we move on. But we're going to move on towards the next macro, which is just about right there. 1045. And we do the same top down analysis. We start in the daily time frame, which currently on the daily time frame we're trading off both bullish and bearish imbalances. So daily is a neutral. The 4 hours looking bullish. Basically same thing, right? Just looking for longs. I mean, we are chopping in the higher time frame. We're still respecting the longs. Yeah, has to be longs. So here is 1045. Uh, we do have a beautiful, beautiful breaker right here. We have another one right here. I mean, we are inversing imbalances currently. We have inversed this first one. So there's already a unicorn. You love to see this. There's already a unicorn entry playing out just as the macro is about to start. So that's a good sign. That's our breaker block right there. And this is our breakaway gap right here. We have our breaker block, which I could probably make smaller. Yes, I can. And we have our breakaway gap right there. So what does this trade realistically look like? I mean, if we still have a strong conviction that these highs are going to get met, we can target some good liquidity. So I would place this trade And we're gonna risk the full 300 because this is a good trade aligned with the bias. So let's make sure our zones are correct. Yes, everything's correct. Looks good to me. Let's mark it out. Let's zoom in a little bit. We are getting a shift in both assets as well. We do have bullish SMT at the lows. I'm pretty confident in this trade. Let's see. I mean, then again, the market does not care about my confidence because the market does whatever the fuck it wants to do. Doesn't really care about us, right? Doesn't care about our setup, doesn't care about the unicorn, doesn't care about absolutely fucking nothing, bro. So with that in mind, this is a gamble at the end of the day. That's why I'm risking $300. This shit could easily continue breaking towards the sell side and make lower lows, right? Anything could fucking happen. But this is the unicorn, and I'm willing to give it a try to see if it'll play out this time around. So that's a deep, deep retracement already. But we gotta hold with high conviction. If we already placed the trade, we hold it. And right there is where we get cooked. All right, now, yeah, looking in hindsight, it was a weak break of structure. Too zoomed in. Married with the bias, we hadn't swept this sell side liquidity, which it came to tap. So we got faked out. So that's two losses today. And that's where you move to the next day. Let's see. I just want to see this play out. Oh yeah, we're dumping. All right, let's go to the next day. So same thing, daily bias. We are trading inside of the bearish now. Bearish gap right here. Even though it seems like it's inversing. What day of the week is this? It's Wednesday. So same thing. We go daily. We're bearish on the daily. 4 hour. Not yet. So I got the 4 hour. 4 hour. We are respecting bullish gaps. We are trading, however, in a higher time frame, deeper in the range. FVG right here. So we're bearish. Even though it seems, wait, it's about to close actually. And this is perfect. Does it want to close above the gap or does it want to close below the gap? So this is a 4 hour candle. It closes in 15 minutes. And we always assume that the gaps, if the candle is open, that the gaps are going to get respected. So right here, I'm gonna mark out bearish because I'm betting, like I want to see price close below this gap. Inside, I'll think about it, but below the gap, like I want to see a big wick, a big rejection off this zone for me to consider the shorts really. So I will be more inclined to look for a trade once we get closer for the hourly candle close. So I'm gonna say bearish on the 4 hour right here. On the 1 hour, looks like we're inversing a couple gaps right here. The 1 hour looks bullish. But it's same thing about the reject. Have we inversed in the 1 hour? Yeah, we did, right? Yes, we did. All right, we're bullish on the 1 hour. 15 minute looks bullish. Have we inversed this gap? We probably have, right? We sure have. Yeah, it's looking bullish on the lower time frame. It's looking hella bullish. So 15 minute bullish, and 5 minute is gonna be bullish as well. So here the Bulls win over the Bears, so we're looking for longs for the day. I am, however, a little bit dubious for the fact that I want to see how this 4 hour candle is gonna close. So let's let it play out. Enough yap. Let's let it play out. See what happens. I forgot one thing. Mark out my zones. 15 minute. We have London low right here. And obviously Asia highs have already been swept. So we have London right here. We have a good strong draw on liquidity right here, which is a previous London high. So let's see what happens. It's currently 9:45. It's macro time. I wouldn't be too inclined to look for a trade here. I would first want to see how this 4 hour candle is going to close. 950. We did have an early unicorn here to push longs, but we'll see. Seeing some rejection. It's 956. Does it want to close above or below? Where are we right now within the range? Looks like it wants to close above. Delivers efficiently towards the buy side. That's beautiful. We still have some draws up here, but let's see what it does. Probably no trades this macro. We do have a unicorn right there, but we're already deep within the range. Are we going to continue to deliver? It's already off macro. Let's go to the next macro. Let's see what it has in store. The 4 hour is bullish. The daily is bearish. Daily is bearish. 4 hour is bullish. 1 hour is bullish. Yeah, it looks like you want to trend up. Let's see if we get some more continuation. Even though that London high has been swept already. Let's look at the 5 minute to get a little bit better context. We are typing inside this gap. Looking at ES closely as well. do have this 5 minute bearish gap, breaker. Maybe I want to see it get disrespected. We have it on the 3 minute as well. If we want to see longs. Waiting. 11:13. Nothing. So we got chop this macro. Let's go to the next macro. 24, 34. There you go. Chill, 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 chill. Daddy, chill. All right, my bad. All right, all right, all right. We have this breaker block, kind of chopping down. Ideally, I want to see a shift in the 5 minute off this high. Uh, you got a deeper retracement within the 4 hour. See what it wants to do. This is the last macro to look for trades, which we're looking for longs. Let's see if they play out. Think I want to see a shift on the 5 minute ideally. It is getting late. 12. What do we have here? Still no real shift, or what are we watching? I mean, it's looking mighty good. We could sneak in an early entry here. If we're thinking about the whole move, just below this low. Can I afford a wider stop? I'm gonna take it because I'm only looking to make the 600. Let's see if we can get an early entry right there. Or I could wait. Yeah, I need to wait to be 100% sure. I want to see how this 3 minute closes. I'm not gonna dwell if we miss on it. I'm gonna leave it though. Is the 3 minute gonna leave a gap? This is what I wanted to see. The 3 minute leaves a gap. Um, it's a more stronger trade. Holds more weight that it's in the 3 minute. We could place our stop loss right there. So let's see if it wants to trade inside. I feel like our early entry signal was alright. What do we have? What am I watching? What do we see here? We see a beautiful breaker right here. And we have a breakaway gap right here, right? So that is exactly where I put my limit. Let's see if we get tapped into the trade. Looks like we didn't. Feel like the early entry signal was, well, I can't say better, but looks to be playing out. Yeah, this is already an invalid trade because it's off macro. No trade day. Let's just not get hooked. So we're already in the macro here. Same thing. I'm gonna do it. Let's see. We're trading inside of a bearish imbalance. So we do daily bearish. The 4 hour. 4 hours bearish. The 1 hour is oof, just bullish. The 1 hour is bullish. The 15 minute looks bullish. I mean, there's no real sweep here. I don't know. I don't know, man. Bullish, bearish, bearish for the day. Let's see. Macro is just starting. The 5 minute was a unicorn within itself. Oh, there is actually somebody in the chat. Yo, what's up? Liked. What's up, brother? Thought I was talking to myself. I was about to end the stream. No cap. What's up? What's up? And it delivers nicely. I mean, I can't do anything about these, like they are before the macro. But this is what a good unicorn looks like when it just delivers towards the sell side. But it happened 940 just. Yep, 940 right there on candle close. I mean, this is a 5 minute unicorn. I mean, a 15 minute unicorn right here. We could trade enter off that, but that's gonna be like a wide, long trade. Stops above these highs. Let's try it. Does the higher time frame hold more weight? It's actually gonna be a market. Fuck it, let's just open a couple contracts. 5. How much range is that? 96 point stop loss? Sheesh. That is not 5. It's gonna be like 2. Yep. Does the 15 minute hold more weight? We're about to find out. It's a wide trade, so we could be here a while. Oh baby, that's already break even. That's already break even. That's already break even. Chill. Oh baby, in the same session too. The 15-minute unicorn, unbeatable strategy. But just like that, let's see. Just with that one win, it sweeps everything and we're back in profits. Like that's how it should be, right? Let's see. I think I'm gonna do like one more. Nah, I think I might just be done here, bro. Honestly, let's do one more day. Let's do one more day. Hey, what is going on? Dashboard, live stream. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Just cause bro put hey. Go to next New Year's session. Let's go on the daily. All right, I'm gonna do it. This is the last one. I'm gonna do everything as I see it. Daily, we're bearish. Bearish. The 4 hour, bearish. The 1 hour, bearish. The 15-minute, let me see. God damn, that was crazy. Still looking bear. I mean, bullish on the 15-minute. I mean, but it's already 3 out of 5. Yeah, we're looking shorts. Looking shorts. 3 out of 5. Let's see. We have a nice shift in market structure here. Macro is just starting. Let's look at the 5-minute. The 5-minute, we have a unicorn right here. So we do have our breaker block right here, and we do have our breakaway gap right here. Let me put this at the bottom. Breaker and breakaway gap, and sheesh, we have a lot of room to fall. A lot. Can we be modest with our stop loss? Let's just try 2 to 1. It's just not. I mean, we are deep within the range already. What do we want to do? What do we want? I mean, yeah, 2 to 1, because that's what I'm gonna look for to target. Depending on the delivery, I'll see how I manage to trade. But this is what the trade looks like. I'm gonna put the limit. It is the macro. It's a 5-minute trade. And let's see it play out. I mean, let's do 1 minute. See if we get tapped. Still macro time. 10:05. We just got edged right there. We got edged. I want to see if it tapped on ES. Uh, no tap on ES. Kind of low key just chopping. This is already an invalid trade because we're off the macro. If it's still untapped by the next macro, I might consider trading it. Let's put it again. Let's see if we get tapped. There you go. Generated a lot of low resistance liquidity down here. Let's see if my theory is correct. Off the macro in drawdown currently. Let's see. Yo, what's up? What's up? FX Billionaire, welcome, brother. This is a 5-minute trade, so I do expect a long hold. But the reality is we want to see efficient delivery towards the sell side once we're back on our entry, which we are. Long hold. This is a long. I would not hold these longs. Let's wait until the session. Yeah, this is a right. I'm just gonna close this as is. So price just went sideways. That's the new day open. Might be too zoomed out. All right, going to the next day. I'm gonna do one more day. This is a Monday. Let's do this week. I'm gonna backtest the whole week, and then yeah, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. On the daily, we just inverse. We still tell the daily looks bullish. We are trading inside of this bearish gap, but in order for me to consider it or validate it, I want to see it sweep some sort of liquidity, and it has not. So we're gonna be bullish until those conditions get met. The 4 hour is actually bearish. We want to see how it closes though. 4 hours bearish. Same thing with the 1 hour. I mean, I can't deny the fact that I see those strong draws on liquidity. So let's see what price has in store, and they might just like deliver straight towards it. Let's see what happens here. The macro just started deep within the range. I'm looking at the same thing on ES here on my side. Watching price. We're just uptrending. Possibly we do want to see those highs get met, which they have already in the 4 hour. So that's a strong sign. The 4 hour we have SMT. I want to see how this candle closes. We might look for shorts. Let me pause right there. Candle's about to close. The 1 hour, the 4 hour is the one I was most interested in. Are we gonna reach this point within the next couple minutes? We're gonna assume it's gonna get respected, right? So we do already have a shift in market structure right here, paired with the bag right here. So you can even target right there. See what it wants to do. Place order. Just do it. See if it taps. Strong delivery towards the sell side. I could move my stop loss towards these lows. I mean, towards these highs. Cutting our risk in half because we have already swept liquidity and you can see it's leaving another gap. So I want to see an efficient unicorn is what I'm hoping to see. That's why I adjust my stop loss. So what I like to do here, since we're deep within the range, I grab my fib tool. Have we swept 50%? We have. Um, we should keep moving our stop loss closer, probably right there at half. Let's see if it wants to continue displacing lower, leaving another gap. Let's see. All right, right there. Right there, this is already my move to break even, and I'm gonna take some profits towards the high of this gap, right? You can see there's a breakaway gap right here, and you can see there's another gap right here. I don't want to see this top one get tapped, so I'm gonna put my stop loss right there. Should I give it wiggle room? How confident am I on the draw? Let me look at ES. We're still paused here. I mean, in real market conditions, we don't have time to think like this, right? But it's important to look at the options. I'll put it up at this high. But we want to see. So it does come tap this first gap. But I still want to see a strong delivery towards the sell side. So if it leaves another gap, I'm going to keep trailing. And right there, that's full TP. So we're up big. Not big, right? We're following our plan. We're following as if we're trading a 50K demo account. Let's look at the analytics. We took a good win right there. A nice, beautiful unicorn. Y'all can't see it. Let me see. Let me show you. This is what it looks like currently. So you can see losses right there, small losses. But the wins is what takes us over the edge. This is what the calendar looks like currently. Looks good to me. Up 3% for the month. I mean, people call it quits, right? Call it quits right there. Could be done for the month. So usually you're looking to aim between a 2% and a 5% on the high range, right? And sitting here at the middle point, end of the month, those are things you should be considering. I'm already up 3% for the week. I mean, for the month. Let's keep going though. Just yapping. This is currently the checklist we have with the unicorn, the risk management aspect. This is what we're following, right? We're risking. I was risking 300 to make 600. Let's just leave it as is. Ranging days, due risk, no trades, manual close, trailing stop loss towards the last gap, which this is what I'm enforcing, and this is the strategy checklist. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. And if y'all have any questions, go ahead and air them out anytime. What a clean exit. All right, we move to the next day. It bugged, didn't move to the next day. New York session. There you go. Should be Tuesday. It is. And we do the same thing, top down analysis, where you are on the daily time frame right there. No real bias or direction. We did inverse this daily gap without taking major buy side liquidity. So that gives me a higher time frame bias of more inclined bearish, but the daily is realistically neutral. The 4 hour trading inside of a bullish gap. Yes, sir. We're back testing, trading inside of a bullish gap. We have inversed this bearish gap right here. So on the 4 hour, I'm bullish. Oh boy. 4 hour bull. 1 hour. Let's go on the 1 hour. Same deal. Still 15 minutes for the candle to close. We are trading inside, even if it's small. Is it a gap? Or am I seeing things? That is too small for me to consider. There is this gap right here that I'm gonna assume is going to get respected within the next 15 minutes. So I'm bullish. So I'm already bullish at the top down analysis. Let's look for long macro starting. I'm just looking at this bearish order block that I want to see get inversed. I want to see this become a breaker. So let's see how price reacts towards that block. Because keep in mind, this is a bearish order block. What do bearish order blocks tend to do? They tend to get respected. Look at how it's respecting the 50%. People like to enter on these order blocks and target support. So we assume this order block is going to get respected and keep pushing lower. But in the case where it doesn't get respected and it gets inversed, that's where we're interested in looking to trade. Not before. We want to see this breaker block, this order block become a breaker block. So right there, clear market structure shift, clear disrespect of the bearish order block. What does that tell me? It tells me that price wants to shift, seeking maybe this bearish order block, which is in a better zone, right? So we're gonna wait to see if price leaves a gap. And what do you know? It leaves a gap. So this right here in itself is already a trade. It's a B plus because we do have bearish imbalances here on the side. Um, do we want to make this a small trade, or do I want to go wider with the ranges? Because usually you want to put your stop loss below any bullish imbalance, because price could, in theory, come and tap this bullish order block and continue its way higher, but that gives me too wide of a stop. That is too wide. We might have to narrow, trim the trade a little bit. Uh, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Let's narrow it down just below this order block. And just because of that case, I'm gonna half the position. Just because of that minor thing that we're not putting our stop loss in the right spot, like we're looking for a smaller trade within range. There you go. I'm gonna risk 150 right there. I'm gonna save it and let's watch it. We get tapped. All right. Oh my. We probably had news. I don't have news turned on this thing. That she got violated ASAP, bro. Now I'm curious. Did we have news? Can I turn news on? Shit, that's actually something I forgot to consider about being realistic. I mean, what can you do there? That's why we halved it. It was a half loss. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna move to the next macro. Not my ego is not attached to the P&L. I don't give a fuck that I lost. Like, it's whatever, right? You're bound to fail. It's all discretion. 10:45 right there. All right. So same thing. We do a top-down analysis. We start with the daily. The daily, you're low-key bullish. You want to see those highs get met. The 4 hour, kind of choppy. Not really what you want to see, but we are trading from this bullish gap, and I want to see this highs get taken. So we are bullish at the 4 hour. The 1 hour, we have inversed this gap. So the 1 hour we're bearish. 1 hour's bearish. The 15 minute, same thing, inversing this gap, not really meeting the draw. 15 minute looks bearish. The 5 minute, we are trading inside of this gap, bullish right there. That's perfect into the tick. So more bullish than bearish. We have a crazy V-shaped recovery right here. Uh, one thing I could have done was mark out my kill zone right there, because that was a clear target. We still have these untapped highs from open. Let's see. Let's see what price has in store. Ideally here in the 5 minute, thinking about. I mean, we did already inverse this breakaway gap, but I feel like this is the stronger order block right here. Um, so let's see. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing this 1 minute gap get inversed. So the macro here is just starting. We want to see these highs get swept. if we're actually considering longs. But I'm looking for shorts. Nah, nah. They're like, nah, I wouldn't. Nah, this didn't even inverse. Looking at ES. Nah. We wait. Is this a bullish candle? It might be a bullish candle. Let's see. See if we catch an early entry signal. This could very well be a manipulation. It is trending down though. Let's see. See if we leave any sort of breakaway gap. Still 1059. This is a nice bearish entry signal though. We are just chopping and raging, not really too interested in that. Not really too interested in participating in any of that bullshit. We are just consolidating. I want to see like a strong break, a strong move anywhere. Probably here on the 3 minute. I don't want to participate in this chop. I'm not gonna trade the 1 minute, but I'm watching it. Still macro here. Does it want to leave a gap though? Is it gonna leave a gap? Right there. So what do we have? Same thing, brothers. Same thing. We have our breaker block, our breaker right here. We have our bag right here. Stop loss just right there. Probably target the midpoint. Just about right there. Place the order. We're not gonna have it. We're gonna do 300. 300. There you go. Save and journal. What happened to the save and journal feature? I feel like it canceled the trade. Save and journal. What is going on? Why is nothing happening? Where's my journal at? I guess it just doesn't let me place the order. Let's refresh. Alright, try this one more time. Place order. 300. Save and journal. There you go. At the screenshot. Confidence level. Oh, we are chopping, so that puts my confidence a little down. It's at the screenshot. Let's save it. Fuck, I forgot to journal one of the trades. Doesn't matter though. Let's see if we get an entry here within the next candles. I'm gonna give it one more candle there to breathe. We did tap right there. See what happens here. This is a clear break even sign right there. If we do shift towards that buy side, because this very well could inverse. We're watching. Once we take these highs, I'm adjusting the stop loss if we take them. So far, we're still struggling to see efficient delivery. This is the only efficient delivery we've had so far. But this might be another case of ranging days. Which these could be the days we should not be looking to trade. The choppy days. We did have our breaker. We did have a breaker gap. We are bullish on the higher time frame. Um, I mean, it's the confluences added, but I feel like it's important to note the conditions of the market. Even though we do have our metrics met, we still want to look for trades. That's why we're backtesting. This is a case of ranging day. If it plays out, I'm still gonna keep an eye on it. Once we sweep these highs, we adjust our stop loss. We have swept right there. Um, have we tapped this? I mean, I've already adjusted. That I feel like, is that already break even? Let's grab our fib. I mean, we're watching this play in real time. That is already hit more than halfway. It's already break even. You want to see this gap get respected, and we want to see a delivery towards that buy side. But this is what the unicorn gives you. It gives you a lot of safety from moving your stop loss. A lot of people are against that, but I'm only interested in trading efficient unicorns. If it's not an efficient unicorn, I want none of that. What does an efficient unicorn look like? It's a trade with no drawdown. It's a model with no drawdown. You could have these cases where it wiggles below, plays around a little bit, fiddles around a little bit, and then it displaces higher. Once we get that higher displacement, we do not want to see price come back lower or come back to the entry. That's a bad sign of ranging market. It is not the best setup, a B plus setup, because we do have this huge bearish imbalance, but it does align with our higher time frame confluences. But there's still no gap for me to trail. We could just get stopped out and break even, and I'm honestly fine with that. On the ranging day and getting a break even is precious. This is FX Replay, brothers. I actually have an affiliate for FX Replay if y'all want to check it out. So we have inverse. Let's see if it leaves a gap. We are watching this trade play out. We are going to leave a gap right there. So we move our stop loss just below the low of the gap, and we want to see it keep delivering towards that buy side, and it does perfectly, bro. That is that unicorn, brothers. Do y'all have any questions? Any questions whatsoever? That is a nice unicorn right there. So let's look at the analytics once again with that win. We're closing here strong on the month, closer to 4%. Oh yeah, I can't even see it, my bad. This is what the calendar looks like at the moment. Looking pretty good. I don't know what other metrics y'all are interested in seeing, but is what we have. A 45% win rate with a 2 to 1 is perfect. There's still more data. We need more data. Can't judge it based on an incomplete month, right? Need to complete the week, complete the month. I need to be more smart with the thought. I mean, we're currently up. Let me see. We're currently up almost $2,000 on the account. I'm treating this as if it was oh boy, shit's bugged. As if this was a funded account. Why is this bugged? All right. So I'm currently up $1,900, 1.9K on the account, and times it times how many other accounts like you want to trade, right? Want to do 10 accounts? That's you're up $20,000 for the month, right? You could call it quits. Like, all right, that right there, I'm done. And you go to the next month. You wait towards the next month. You enjoy your profits. Do you need more than $20,000 in the month? Probably not. Live below your means. Don't get greedy. Take what you could get. Accept risk. Follow your strategy. Follow the plan. Here's the checklist. This is all I'm following. This is my whole strategy right there. You could pause it, you could watch it, you could review it, you could take notes, you could copy it, do whatever the fuck you want with it. But that's exactly what I'm doing. All right, let's go to the next day. Enough fiddling around. Let's finish the week. Like I said, I'm gonna backtest everything, right? But in real life market conditions, I'm gonna be more. You need to have discretion and follow your gut, right? Enough is enough. Like right here, the month I will be done for the month. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Same thing, top down analysis on the daily. We are trading inside. It is a Monday. Oh, is it? No, it's a Wednesday, and we left an opening gap. This is a beautiful draw on liquidity. So we're in a bearish gap. Look, same thing happened here. Trading inside of a bearish gap with a weekly opening gap right here and an inverse. So that's what I'm thinking can happen here. An inverse is what I'm hoping. So on the daily, I'm bearish. On the 4 hour half, we inverse this. Not quite. We want to see how this closes. So we're bearish on the 4 hour. It's probably going to be the same deal on the 1 hour. Same deal on the 1 hour. Let me mark out. So we're going to be bearish. And I do want to see price close below this gap right there. And we're going to go on the 15-minute and we're going to mark out our zones. So 2 a.m. right here, this is my London low right here. So we do have an untapped London low. We are bearish for the day. We have a strong draw on liquidity down here towards this rectangle. I'm looking to see any unicorn to push us down. We do here starting the macro. We do have a bearish breaker right there. Let's see. I mean a bullish order block. This is a bullish order block. We want to see what it does with that bullish order block. I am watching here ES on the right side. How many trades I do for a month? I mean, there's no strict number. I wouldn't think about it in trades. I would think about in percentage, like profit percentage. What's your profit target a month? Not trades, not the number of trades. What's your profit target in a month? You're looking to make ideally 2 to 5% in a month. Right now I'm sitting at almost 4%. I mean, that's closer to the higher end. It's almost about the end of the month. You're already in the high end. I'm up $1,900 for the month. times it times 10 accounts, 5 accounts, 20 accounts. Like I feel like that's enough, right? Like that's already life changing, and we're like, why do you need more? We don't need more than that. So about 3% in the month is already good for me. I am an avid unicorn lover, so I'm interested because I've seen it so many times play out that I know it works, and like I love building towards that same conviction. Still macro here. We are pushing bull. We are bearish, however. We probably have news, which I don't like that I don't know if we had news, but these candles to me signal news. So I don't know what news is this. That's unfortunate, but I, I feel like there is an option. I just news use filter select country United States. Wait, I'm actually doing. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Past, future. So Wednesday. It's Wednesday. We had no news. So this is a no news Wednesday. So I lied about that. This candle being news. This is just extreme volatility. Still no trades. We are bearish. You use Apex or Top Step? Bro, I'm gonna leave Top Step in the past if I'm being. I used to use Top Step, but right now I'm currently just using Apex. I have a funded account with Apex that I have not traded yet. It's untouched. If you want a 90% discount, there's a 90% discount right now with code MISC. Still macro, still no trades for me. So right there, just signals. Wait for the next macro, brothers. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna skip over towards the next macro. Oops. And we do the same top that. Why do I have the 5 second right there? Why is the 5 second right there? Same thing on the daily. Bearish for the day. Uh, Trading inside of this 4 hour bearish. We're bearish on the 4 hour. Same deal. Same setup. Looking for shorts. Looking for any indication that price wants to reverse short. Macro just started. We're looking for shorts. Let me pause for a bit. Let me look at the 15 minute real quick. Let's look at the 5 minute. So where is it? Where is it? What I'm trying to find, where is it? So here is the bullish order block that keeps on getting respected. And we have this untapped bullish block that I want to see it retrace to perhaps. So I want any indication for us to push bearish. Maybe I want to wait for the inversion of the lowest breaker, but we could get an early entry signal if we inverse this or if we inverse this bullish, depending on the context of how price delivers. So we're currently just watching. It could just continue to push bullish because we are respecting bullish order flow, right? But right there, let's see what happens. That is what we want to see. Let's see if it leaves a gap. As a matter of fact, it does. So right here, if it's fractal, we have a market structure shift right there. We have our breakaway block right there. We have our bag right there. So this is already everything we need. We are getting a shift on both assets. So this to me is already an early signal that we want to push short. Stop loss above the highs here. And what are we going to target? we could get the luxury to target this low right here, which is beautiful. But you could aim lower depending on your strategy and depending how you take it. So right there we place, maybe leave a runner. Let's see what happens. Save and journal. Take a screenshot. Confidence level 70%. Let's look at the trade. Do we have bearish imbalances? Bullish imbalances? We don't quite. So I would say it's a 5 star. I mean, it's an attempt, right? It's a gamble. It's a freaking gamble, bro. Like I'm willing to risk to lose $300 on this try, but I'm not. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, bro. I don't know if price is actually gonna deliver. Like it could just continue to push higher. Price is unpredictable, but this is a gamble, and I'm gonna respect my stop loss. I'm gonna respect my take profit. I'm gonna follow the rules. We might not even get tapped. Let's see what happens. So on ES we have tapped already. Am I gonna enter trades on ES tapping but not on NQ? Let's see. That might have been already a missed trade, but I'm just gonna hold because there's still time for us to reverse into the gap. That might have been a missed trade. That we missed our entry. Looks to be the case. We are displacing some more. We missed the lower time frame entry and trade, but that's okay. We could still look for another entry in another time frame. Let's let it play out some more. Because I would just expect this to deliver. What a nice candle rejection right there. I mean, we did leave a gap here on the 3 minute, but we didn't get a proper shift. Let's look at the 5 minute. So the 5 minute, the gap is right here. Still in time for the macro. This is the ideal trade right here. So let's actually exit it out and let's repaint it up. How does this look like? Probably above this high so we could get the best RR. But we still don't get an entry on the 5 minute. So I'm gonna place the order. Risking 300. Save and journal. So what I'm seeing here is we have my bad, bros. What I see here, this is the breaker block right there. And this is the breakaway gap right there. So we have both parameters met. We're bearish for the day. We are inside of the macro time. We're trading in the higher time frame, which is more aligned. We have already had our market structure shift. So same thing. It's a gamble. It's a bet. Let me see what happens. We get tapped right there. And let's see what price wants to do with my unicorn. Not the best close, but we're getting a nice follow up. This is my break even right here. Once we sweep these lows, I'm interested in moving to break even, but we had a nice follow up candle. Let's see. I didn't like this wick. Let's see what price wants to do. Now we're getting a bullish order block. Bullish order block gets tapped, and I'm expecting it's going to get respected, and we're going to get stopped out here. And that's it. In hindsight, see in hindsight, yeah, looking at this in hindsight, I feel like the trade was the missed early entry. We should have entered on the trade on the 1 minute. This was the tap right here because we tapped on ES. Even though our target was these lows and it didn't get met, this would have been a break-even trade right here. Because we swept these lows more than 50%. We had already displaced. Might have even moved in profits over here. But this was the first, this was an early enter. And this is something I want to type here onto the checklist. Enter on ES or NQ tap. And same thing, exit on ES or NQ tap. So this is the thing with strategies. You always want to keep iterating. To backtest, I'm using FX Replay. I actually have uh affiliate. I mean, I make like fucking 10% off this. But either way, if y'all want to try it out, if y'all want to give FX Replay a try, I am using the paid version. You don't have to pay, it's free. But let me go ahead and send it to you in the chat. If you want to give it a try. So, bros, like I said, keep iterating on your strategy, keep adding shit, delete shit, fine tune your strategy until it's perfect for you. I think I'm gonna call it here. Let's look at the calendar, let's look at the analytics. Let's go back. Oops, I missed the button. It's right there. View the analytics of the session. This is what our calendar currently looks like. We're up 3% on the month, 41% win rate, which is lovely, which it's not, it doesn't define the daily win rate, however. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is more of a 60% win rate. Don't get fooled by the stats up here, because I don't know what it does with the break evens. But this is what, wait, y'all can't even see it. What am I doing? My bad. Look at the stats right there, up 1.6K. Yes, sir. Let's take a screenshot. Right there. Send it. And I want to screenshot. But yeah, I mean that's that. Without further ado, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna keep doing these frequently until we complete the year back tested. All right, GG's. Love y'all. Bye. Peace.